Welcome back to another episode of Drink Tales, and today is part 2 of our look into Estancia Raicilla. So you guys, I know it's been a while, but if you remember how we do these things, usually on one episode, we take a look at the drink in question. We talk about, the history behind the particular brand or the particular liquor. And we taste it and we give our 2 cents about it. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it in the middle? And then usually in the next episode, we come up with our own unique cocktail surrounding the particular liquor in question. And what do we have today? We are taking a big swing, and I'm not gonna lie, it may miss. I mean, I hate to be like that, but you know how I am when we do our cocktails. I'm usually experimenting with what we do. Love that smell. So today we're gonna experiment with cantaloupe as a flavor for this drink. If you look up some tasting notes, particularly with agave, cantaloupe surprisingly comes up as one of those flavors that goes well. And so I decided I would mix it with basil, since that goes well with the agave and cantaloupe as well. Now, I know that's gonna sound weird or whatever, especially considering, and this may just be me not being all that versed in every cocktail ever made, but I have yet to see a cocktail where cantaloupe is a flavor or a main ingredient. And I'll be honest with you, I can kind of see why. I'm not a fan of cantaloupe as a flavor or a taste. I don't think it's abhorrently disgusting or whatever. It's just that it's not the first fruit I'm gonna be reaching for if I have a craving or whatever. Right. And considering, what kind of tasting notes that this stuff has, it's almost, well, I'll just put it like this, and you guys know as well if you've ever tasted a watermelon. There is a flavor, it's just that it's so watered down that it will be difficult to do something with it meaningfully. Yeah, well, cantaloupe is a melon. It's in that family. A lot of melons are majority water. And so their flavors do seem to come off as diluted because essentially they are. And that's not, without trying or anything. Watermelon as a flavor does get its fair share of notoriety in cocktails and the drinking world, as it were, as far as mixology is concerned. I've never seen that with cantaloupe. And if you guys out there can point that to me, let me know. Maybe I'm the dumb one, I'm not sure. Be that as it may, we're gonna make an attempt to do a cantaloupe style drink, or at least a cantaloupe flavored drink with what we have here, with this Raicilla. And so to begin, we're gonna do that. We're gonna put some basil in here, a couple of leaves. We got a couple of big leaves. We're gonna muddle this, but I'm gonna muddle it with half an ounce of agave nectar. And the juice of half a lime. I might as well get things mixing in there right now while I do this muddle. And that's done before. And of course, I've said this time and time again, if you guys have watched a cocktail video ever, even not from me, when you're muddling leaves, you don't want to press down super hard. All you want to do is press just enough to express the oils and flavors from the leaf, be it mint, be it basil, be it hell, whatever it is that you mix, that you can mix into a drink. Okay, with that done, now we're gonna add the meat of our ingredients. I attempted some cantaloupe juice, which was to say I took some pieces of cantaloupe, I added a little bit of water and a little bit of agave nectar just to sweeten the deal, put it in a blender and blended it up. This is what I got. Anyone out there that can do it better than me, tell me how to do it, because this came out half successful. I was able to get some juice, but my blender didn't blend the chunks all the way. Right. So we're gonna do an ounce of this. Because I want the cantaloupe to be the central flavor. With the basil in mind. Okay. Raicilla. What do you say? Ounce and a half, 2 ounces? Depends on how inebriated you want to be. 2 ounces it is. And here's what we're gonna do before we add our ice and shake. I want to prepare the glass. I'm gonna do salted rim. I did a mix of lime flavored Tajin and black pepper. Lime flavored Tajin. Well, the Tajin that we have has a lime note. Tajin? Yeah, Tajin, or you know what it is. But I did that and some black pepper. Okay. Looks pretty good as far as I'm concerned. And we're gonna add our ice in early. We're doing all this stuff a little different before I start the mix. Okay. Now, my hope is the central flavor between everything that I have, the basil, the cantaloupe, the agave, would be the lime. Right. Because lime is a perfect flavor pairing with all of those ingredients. So hopefully that blends this drink together into something that tastes really, really good. But also you can point out the different flavors that are in here. Okay. Looks good. Let's hope it tastes good. All right. This is where I come in. So what I'm first gonna do is sip it on the side without the Tajin, so that I can get the flavors from the actual drink, and then I'm gonna sip it with the rim. The basil and the lime stand out more than anything else. but it's pretty tasty. Let me try the Tajin.
Can you taste the cantaloupe?
There is cantaloupe in there. I can taste it, but I'm not gonna lie. Basil is the front runner, which isn't bad. It's sweet, which is a good thing. The lime gives it a little bit of. The lime is doing what you want it to do. Right now, I'd say the only thing I would change about this is I would up the quantity of the juice.
The cantaloupe juice? So maybe 1.5 ounces of the cantaloupe. Let me see what you're talking about.
The Tajin is interesting. It's actually a pretty good rim for that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. I'm gonna disagree with you on something. I wouldn't change the amount of cantaloupe juice.
You sure?
I think.
How much cantaloupe are you trying to taste, I guess would be the question. Because you said you want the cantaloupe to be the front runner. Do you want it to be known that there's cantaloupe juice in there when someone tastes it?
I do.
Well, if I'm being honest, if I didn't know we were making that, I wouldn't know cantaloupe was in there unless you told me.
That's fair.
But I do think it makes for a tasty drink.
You know what? We're gonna add a 1/2 ounce more of the cantaloupe. And see what happens. I don't have anything to start with. There it is. Yep, still subtle, but
And see, I was tasting that before. It was just so far in the back. It was disappearing amongst all the other flavors. But that's good. That's really good. I would even argue, instead of
even better with the Tajin.
Instead of adding more in your initial mix, you top it with that. Like you top another 1/2 ounce like you just did.
So 1 ounce in the mix and then top it. I guess so. I suppose so.
But overall, I think it's really good. The Raicilla, that comes out too, so to speak. It's almost kind of hidden, but you can tell it's there. So that's really good. I think that's a well-crafted drink. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's a very well-crafted
It's one of those drinks if you go on Instagram, when they do the drink photography and they put their rim, their salt or sugar rim or whatever, and like it's in fancy designs going around. This is one of those that you do that for.
Good job.
And the Tajin and the black pepper like amplify the flavors going on in here.
So, you know what I'm gonna ask. What would you name that cocktail?
Because it's not really much of a margarita.
No. It's a nice little drink for summer too.
Mm-hmm.
It's refreshing and at the same time can give it a little bit of a kick. I would call it a Sandstorm. And I'm mostly going off of the rim.
You know what? Let's go for that.
Sandstorm?
Mm-hmm.
Sandstorm it is.
Oh, the
right.
drink is orange, or at least takes on the closest approximation for what sand looks like.
Mm-hmm.
The rim, I believe, makes the drink.
Yes.
Like this is the first time, and you know, like I don't really mind salt or sugar rims on my drinks. I don't usually get them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe in this case, like that is necessary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I know a lot of places they'll ask you if you want the rim on there, but I believe with this one, it shouldn't even be an option.
Yeah.
Now that's not to say the drink don't taste good without it, but I believe it enhances the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Sandstorm cocktail.
Awesome. And with that said and done, that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you're notified of all content coming to the channel. Also check us out on Instagram, check us out on Twitter, check us out on Facebook. Share our content around.
Mm-hmm.
Someone out there is going to want to know what to do with their bottle of Raicilla that we told them to buy last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a perfect cocktail to do that with.
Exactly.
So share this video to that person. Share this video to anyone that wants to know what to do with cantaloupe. Put cantaloupe in a cocktail. Do with Raicilla. Whatever it may be. But that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. And until next time, everybody. Peace.